Okay, very good. And let me just speak clearly into the phone and tell me your name.
Nicholas Elliot.
All right, Nicholas, take me through what happened that day back in 1988. What do you remember?
I mean, I made the biggest mistake of my life. Um, I was, I guess, just frustrated and angry about some stuff that was going on, and I chose to handle it in a wrong way.
Do you know what drove you to do it? There have been some reports on bullying. Can you talk to me about the bullying? Can you tell me how that got you?
It was a constant torment and bullying that just it wears you down, and it's just it was real, I guess, depressing.
Tell me what it was about the bullying that sent you over the edge, if you will.
Just constant. It was unrelenting, and I couldn't, figure out what it was that was making it necessary.
Was it how he was the target of your aggression?
Well, when he first came there, I thought he was, my friend or something. But, come to find out, he wasn't. So,
what was it specifically about him that made you angry?
The stuff he was doing.
To the best of your recollection, what was he doing? What was it that made you so angry? I understand he called you the N-word, for example. He called you the N-word. Huh?
Yeah. It was that, and, just
making fun of your skin, the color in your acne.
Yeah, and just the whole confluence of all those things, the constant, I guess the torment.
Torment. Did you go to a teacher and complain, and then the teachers didn't do anything?
Nah.
You didn't go to the teacher?
Huh?
You did go to the teachers or not?
No, I don't recall doing that.
Right. People were saying the devil was at work. Do you agree with that, and what does that mean?
Nah, I don't really agree with that. I mean, I take responsibility for what I did.
Here's a question that a lot of people were wondering. Why did you shoot Mrs. Farley? Why did you shoot her?
Just built up frustration and misdirected anger. I couldn't locate someone else I was, angry at.
But Ms. Farley had been a good teacher for you, hadn't she?
Yeah. Yep.
So tell me about the remorse you have about shooting Ms. Farley, because she was in one of her portable classrooms alone, right?
Well, it's extreme because, I mean, she was totally innocent, and I had no right doing what I did.
Tell me how Corey put you on the track to get your uncle to buy the gun. I have interviewed Corey, and he had said that he had a meeting with you, and he realized that he kind of, when you all went to Die Hard. Tell me about that situation.
That was just, we couldn't get into the movies, so we had to pay for an adult to get us tickets, you know what I'm saying? And, that was just a small thing. I learned something stupid and small from that, but,
That led you to get your uncle to buy, you gave money, or you had your uncle buy the gun for you, and
I wouldn't, he wasn't my uncle, and I wouldn't say that led me to it. It just, it taught me something I didn't know as far as, adults can do things for you. I was young and naive, so, and I succeeded in getting adults to get movie tickets for us to a movie we couldn't attend, get into.
And so you thought an adult could get you a gun that you couldn't otherwise buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say that's anyone else's fault or anything like that. It was all my fault. I don't put any blame for any of this on anybody, even person that was bullying me or whatever. I don't put the blame on them because it's my fault how I reacted and how I did, because it didn't have to. My life didn't have to become like this.
That kind of leads to my next question, the sadness that you have, that wishing that you could turn back the clocks of time and that day before in December of 1988 that you had not brought a gun to school and that you had not shot anyone. Do you think about it when you were there at Nottoway about how your life could have been had you not done this incident in 1988? Do you think about that a lot?
Constantly.
Tell me about that, how you constantly think about this.
It's just I constantly think on how I messed my life up and messed other people's lives up.
Are you sad for what you've done? You sound very remorseful.
Yeah, I am, because it was totally unnecessary.
You were quoted as saying, "People like me don't get parole." What did you mean by that? What did you do?
I haven't. Look, I don't know any people. I got a strange crime, and I just haven't seen anyone with nothing similar to me, getting out, So,
Do you think you'll ever get parole?
not really, no.
Why do you think you won't?
Well, I mean, I don't have any place to go, one, and then I don't see it happening.
If you get parole, what would you say to people that you would meet that you went to school with at Atlantic Shores?
Well, I'd say sorry, but a few people have written me, and I've written them back and, told them sorry.
Tell me about your meeting with Laura. By the way, Laura says hello, and Laura says that she hopes you do get parole. And I asked her, if he gets parole and he showed up in this neighborhood, would he be welcomed in your home? And she said he absolutely would. When I tell you that, how does that make you feel?
That's kind of shocking.
That you would be welcomed in her home?
Yeah, that's really surprising. It's shocking. I mean, you guys look at the circumstances of all of this. It's really, surprising. I mean, we communicate right now. We email one another and everything.
Yeah, she said that you would be welcomed in her home, and I think that it's her relationship that she has with Jesus Christ, and she also told me that she would hope that you have a relationship with Jesus, and that that you are comforted by that. Is that the case?
Yes, that gives me, comfort that she, me and her have talked about things, and that gives me some solace, as far as, but it's really hard to, forgive myself, too, though, because just what I did, There's no excuse for it. There's no way you can look at it. There's no excuse for it. And it's like, I really thought it was unforgivable.